slightly crumbly. Once he conceded one, it seems to be another straight away. Now, they had the 2-0 lead, and that happened again. They conceded again in the 83rd minute. Darlow sleeping at the back post. He needs to be aware of where his attacking player is. But then I don't feel there's a character in the team. As I think Robbie said there in commentary, they've got the England captain, they've got Rafa Varane, so much experience in the team. Say, right, come on, OK, we've conceded a goal, relax, make sure we don't concede another one. There doesn't seem to be that organisation, that leader in there to stop that second goal happening, and they paid the ultimate price.
Yeah, well, that is key, isn't it? Because what you have to do in that situation, even if you're down to 10 men with that experience, you've got to manage that situation because there's so much on the line.
Yeah, I mean, look, considering where they were, 2-0 up, that's a game you have to find a way to get a result. Even if you don't lose, you can't afford to lose that game. Things went against them, and we'll get a look at them a little bit later, but obviously the way the group looks now, you know, being bottom of the group, obviously, they put themselves in a really difficult position. Today, I thought for 30 minutes, they played great. You know, the first goal on 29 passes, the second one on the counter-attack. After the red card, you know, whether people say it is or it isn't, Scholes and I both don't think it is. But the refs, basically, when they see the still, they think it is, and the game changed from there. And they need to find a way, when they're struggling, when they make mistakes, they've got to find a way to hang in there. Last season, it was an issue. This season came back to bite them again today. But I'm sure there's going to be loads of opinion from the players and from Ten Hag, obviously from all of us. But I do think the whole VAR thing, the last couple of weeks, has gotten a little bit out of control. You know, everybody looking at all these stills for a long time, in a way, it's taking a little bit away from the game. We want to see the game decided on the pitch rather than on these screens. And at the moment, a lot of these games are being decided on these screens, and I don't think that's what we all love.
Yeah, we're going to look at those incidents that you mentioned there as well later on and really talk about that in more detail. 9 defeats now in 17 games. Paul, where does this leave Erik Ten Hag? I mean, the pressure has been piling on for weeks now, months now.
Yeah, I still don't feel like there's that much pressure on him. I think he had a good year. I think he's bought a little bit of time in that respect. He's had bad injuries, but as you say, 9 defeats in 17 games is not good enough now. I know managers have been sacked in that second, third year. I don't think we can afford to do it anymore. I think we've got to let this fella go with it. I think he's been good to this point. And I keep going on to this season. I know it's not been quite good. He's got a little bit unlucky tonight as well. You have to say that with the sending off. I thought, look, they're going to play better teams than Copenhagen, but I thought there was a little bit of fight there tonight. Just lacking still that bit of leadership. Maybe if a Casemiro was in there, then things might have been different. As I say, it's all right conceding a goal. That happens away in Europe. It's not easy to play away in Europe. It's very difficult in any type of ground. It's difficult. But there has to come a point where you say, right, come on, we'll just stay here. Especially with 10 men, we go nowhere. We stay on the edge of our box. We saw what Tottenham did the other night. Totally different to that. You can't do that. And for a long time, they did it. And just a little bit of discipline, a little bit of lack of concentration. Look, tiredness does affect your concentration. You see Darlow's lost concentration there. I think the next goal was a mistake. It's just that collapsing that's really hurting them at the minute. Once they concede one, it seems like the second one's coming, and they've got to stop that. They can't win games if that's going to happen every week.
Yeah, we're going to look at those incidents because, as you say, there were defensive errors that really sort of opened them up, and they really were architects of their own downfall. What do you make of Ten Hag? Do you think there's pressure on Ten Hag then, Owen?
No, I thought for 20, 30 minutes, considering the pressure and the run-up, they played some good stuff, played some really good football, tried to play up from the back. Spacing was better. But obviously, when, 9 losses in 17 games, they're not good numbers, and obviously bottom of the Champions League group after 4 games as well. But I'm a Scholes, they've got to stick by him and build something. Keep sacking managers is not the solution here.
Yeah, OK. Well, let's take a look at what all of this has done to the Group A table. Mathematically, United are definitely not out of it. It is so tight between the 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. Bayern Munich, though, with their 2-1 win against Galatasaray means that they have now qualified for the next round, 100% record for them. Next up, though, it is Bayern Munich hosting Copenhagen. Galatasaray are hosting Manchester United, so a big trip for Erik Ten Hag's side in Turkey. And if United lose that one, then they will be out of the group.